Hello there, I'm Boog, and this is going to be a cast of Action Rune versus the Feed Stack. This is Game 2, RD2L Season 11 playoff match, and the Feed Stack took Game 1. So the Feed Stack opened with a pretty strong opening with Darkseer Sven. They ran the Darkseer last game, also with the Disruptor as well, which is just a really great combo. And they decided to go for the Tinker this game in response to the Medusa pick by Action Rune. And AR is also running a similar lineup to last game. They had a Witch Doctor, Nature's Prophet last game. And Zerg got off to kind of a slow start on the Nature's Prophet last game, but he managed to catch up in the mid game, just split pushing while his team basically camped Roche because they had a Malifaux Ursa. And last game was really close, so I'm expecting the supports from Action Rune to pressure this Tinker heavily in the mid lane, as that's generally how they play, pretty roam heavy, pressure early. So that's definitely going to be something to watch here as we're getting into game. And we are seeing a Malifaux Dragon Knight here, so definitely a hero that fits his style of play. Not really going to do too much more analysis of the draft, just mainly going to focus on the game here. So we'll see what kind of opening these teams have decided to do. Already have a TP bottom from Zag on the Spirit Breaker, and a TP mid from Bort, and a TP top from the Darkseer. So not much movement here from AR, pretty slow start. As Malifaux not getting pulled any tangos. And Zerg actually, his items indicate that he might actually go mid. Okay, it's going to be a mid. They're sending Gotard mid, and it's going to be a safe lane DK, who is going to be brushing a Midas here potentially. So pretty decent ward vision from Radiant so far. And they've given the ward to Medusa, plants it right there. Pretty standard lanes looks like so far. Support Spirit Breaker by Zag, Zerg sending out the Treants to scout, possibly deny Rune. We do have a Dire ward placed here that was spotted out by Radiant. As the Treants are moving in, might try and deny this Rune or some shit. Or so some nice feeding there of the Treant to Disruptor. Actually got the gold. Pretty nice. This Nature's Prophet should have a fairly decent lane. I mean, he can get ran at by this SB, and the Sven can be stunned, possibly glimpsed back, but this hero is a pretty strong laner, so it's going to be a tri-lane versus tri-lane, and so far in the mid lane it's just going to be a one-on-one as the first waves meet and we get underway. Some action top already is Hotshot dropping quite low to this Ion Shell, and Zamoxel's not going to get anything with that Sentry, unfortunately. Meanwhile, bot lane, we got Zerg trading hits with Bort on the Disruptor here. And Zerg is actually out of regen, so I'm not really sure what this item build is. It's pretty questionable for an off-lane Furion build. So we see a Creep get frostbitten here, top lane. Doing alright dealing with this Darkseer so far. We do see a pull performed by Zamalzes, which I believe that's how you pronounce that. I've seen Zmoxels is how it usually is. And Darkseer getting that Ion Shell on the goddamn Creep. Successfully contesting the pull, although he's getting harassed, and I'm not sure about this Ion Shell play. I feel like it might be better to put it on the Creep waves. Yes, I am going to be relentlessly criticizing these players this game. Yeah, that wasn't, well, maybe it's worth it, I don't know. So we see the Furion retreat to the jungle here, and he's being stalked by Zag. Charge level 1, no Orb of Venom. Got the wave pulled back nice and safe for this Sven. So depending on the start that they can get this Medusa off to, I might be favoring the feed stacks lineup for late game a little bit better. They have the Sven who farms well. Tinker is obviously a nightmare late game, and even the Darkseer who doesn't scale too poorly. Whereas for Action Rune, I mean, they got the DK, he's going Midas, but I mean, really all they have is the Medusa, although the Furion, I mean, he's off to a slow start with only 1 CS. I shouldn't laugh. But he can easily come back in the mid game. I was mentioning that's what he did last game. He just came back in the mid game, just went to lane, split pushed, and he's actually going to take a trip over to the other side of the woods, completely abandoning the off lane. So this is now a jungle Furion here, and so he might free up some some support rotations from the feed stack. And surprising, very surprising to see the supports here for feed stack playing so passively here. They're not really doing too much against this Darkseer. Still though, Meliflox is farming up. We see the Flying Courier purchased here at 3 minutes. And there's going to be a smoke actually coming out from the 2 supports for Action Rune. It looks like they want to go mid with this. Level 2 March of the Machines on cooldown here. The next 2 creep waves are going to meet pretty close to the center of the river, so this gank could end up being successful. Level 1 Maledict here, and they're going to go in here on the Tinker here. Walking through the March of the Machines, they open with a Witch Doctor stun, get the root, both supports dropping pretty low, and Zerg coming in here, trying to finish him off. Got the Disruptor here as well, and ooh, gonna be a first blood on the CM there, and Tinker lives, or Willy, to the Maledict here, barely survives. There's a glimpse back here on the Medusa. Shit is going down in the mid lane here. Board's dropping incredibly low, but Zerg nuked by Mr. Mateo, and now Zerg getting assaulted, but Zamalzis comes back in with a cask. I'm not sure about that gank. I think maybe they need to lead with the CM freeze or something, so it's going to be a haste rune for Zag now. See if he can maybe make something happen with that. Pretty questionable clarity usage right there. Already had enough mana for 1 charge. And it looks like the supports for AR are going to go back top as Hotshot getting a ward down here. And Darkseer, not getting that much from this lane. The DK is going greedy here and not really getting punished too hard, thanks to his supporting cast here. Check out Sven down here. Standard shit, standard shit. Zerg still jungling. Just appears to be rushing a Blade Mail with no boots. Once again, questionable. So that Tinker got a nice kill there. He is still low in the mid lane, but shrines are available now as it is 5 minutes, so I have to assume he's going to go and snag that shrine right now. And it looks like that's what he is going to do. So I think Need a Hug here needs to maybe check out IX Mike's stream, maybe get some tips here. As we do see a freeze on the Ion Shell creep. As IX Mike has been doing quite well with the Disruptor as of late. As we can see here, he's in a pub right now playing it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sorry about that. So Zerg waddling back down to the bot lane to defend the tower, which has already dropped to half HP. And we see the Sven starting to pull ahead in last hits over the Dragon Knight, who does have his Midas now, however. 6-minute Midas, pretty good for the Dragon Knight. And I like that. I think it's a good play. Pretty good itemization from Zamoxels. And we do see a root out of the Darkseer. He searches himself up. No other spells cast. We got a double damage bot. Gonna be picked up by Medusa, it looks like. Gotard's managing to hold his own in this mid lane. Pretty static here, pretty static. He will see Zag harass him. We got a little conflict going on over here. There's a Sprout onto Zag. He does have a charge, so he's trading hits pretty successfully with his Nature's Prophet. Although he does have the Treants backing him up, so I guess not the best trade in the world. And we do see an Ancient Stack now being made here for the Sven by Disruptor. the Bort Disruptor, holding his skill point here, holding his skill point. Check out some other builds here. Once again, Sven applying pressure. He could just ult this right here. Really do some damage. Not sure it's going to be necessary though, as he baits out the fortification, and looks like they are going to rotate Zerg back in here to defend this tower with his level 1 Treants here, and he takes level 2 teleportation. Pretty questionable skill build here coming out from Zerg. And he is going to be getting dived here by the Sven, and Zag coming in with a charge. Sven popping the ulti. We got a rotation from CM, but it's going to be too late here as she cancels her TP. And that's going to be a Nature's Prophet pick and a tier 1 tower. So the feed stack getting off to a good start with this Sven pick, paying off quite nicely. And he's already got that single agent stack to fall back on. So we'll see here if he goes for the Mask of Madness here on the Sven. We'll see if he maybe picks it up here at the side shop. I assume that's what he's going to go. Yeah. Not quite enough gold for the quarterstaff, so. See how Tinker's doing here. Picking up the Illusion Rune. Going for the Max March of the Machines build. And it looks like Hotshot getting run down here as the wall is committed by Nidahug. And, ooh, not going to get the kill, unfortunately. It's an ambitious plan. Here's Zerg going to come in and clean him up. One more auto attack here, but ooh, Zerg not able to take him out there. Unfortunate. As he is committed to this Blade Mail rush. And we've got Zag working his way up here, looking to maybe get a ward down, but there are 4 heroes nearby, so he has to be careful, and he might have been seen by Zamalz's. And yeah, he's being pinged out here by Green. He's charging onto the Dragon Knight, who does have his ultimate and boots available, so they're going to give pursuit to Zag here. And it looks like Medusa might even come and join the party, but he's got a charge up, so I think he's fine. He's just going to charge away, and they're just going to Gotard just walk by him there, not really paying too much attention to him. And we do have an ancient stack here as well. Looks like Gotard's thinking about doing it, but not really. And Zerg heading back to the bot lane. So Tinker's got those Boots of Travels up. Need to itch my eye really quick here. And he's harassing Medusa. He's harassing her. So yeah, overall in this mid lane, this Tinker is actually behind in CS. And Sven is starting to pull ahead, so this Sven's going to get scary. Sorry about that. Sorry about the no camera movement real quick. Oh yeah, itch my eye. And yes, alright, so we see someone getting gone on here. As once again, Zag is in deep. He's making a lot of space by doing this. This is a really nice play. Making space for... Oh, and they're actually giving Disruptor space here as well. It's going to be a hefty amount of XP coming from those 2 range creeps in this lane. So he's got his boots queued up here. And he also has an Observer Ward in his... whatever this is. I mean, I normally have a TP scroll there. So Medusa going to be going for the Hurricane Pike. So pretty static, pretty fucking boring game. Pretty much what you can expect from the Tinker. I mean, I'd say Action Rune's chances of this are, I don't know, man. They've let this Tinker free farm. They've let Sven free farm. They're just content to farm away, and this is going to be a pretty boring ass game as a result. As we do see Malflock's going for the what's the fucking item called? The fucking, you know, the Echo Saber, right? So yeah, pretty boring ass fucking Tinker game. God. Let's go to net worth now. See what we're doing here. Alright, it's still anybody's game. Oh yes, and by the way, I just want to announce I am casting this game without permission as well here. So, and there is a live caster available here in game. Let's actually listen to Iggy for a minute here.
Is he going Echo Saber?
Yeah, he's going Echo Saber. Echo Saber DK.
He's got an Oblivion Staff queued up, but I don't know what else. I guess he's going Echo Saber. Echo Saber doesn't work in ranged form, so...
Ooh.
Interesting stuff right here. Now this is...
So yeah, what the hell is he getting excited about? It's questionable itemization from...
just like doesn't give a shit. Like, he's got his Midas, but I don't know, man. I just don't know about this DK pick. I think it's, like, super questionable. Yo, can Tinker form Ancients again? I actually just thought of that.
Alright, so we see Villain, doing up that Ancient stack, and he's just going to be snowballing this game, my goodness. They got this Tinker as well, so... Level 6 on the CM now, so... And, I mean, these supports, they're still just trying to deal with this Ion Shell spam in the top lane. I mean, these supports this game have just been really shut down here. I mean, pretty much the only support that's been making plays is Zag. I mean, he's constantly on the other side of the map. Look at this guy, like, warding up right there, got a Midas queued up. Just fucking with these kids, man. He's only level 4, though, which is pretty bad. He might get caught with Frostbite here, but... Nope, so... I mean, he's doing his job. He's making space. But, God, this game's fucking boring, dude. And I am a little bit interested by this idea to bring Malifaux down to the bottom lane. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we do have a Disruptor. Once again, holding a skill point, and he might get gone on here. He is getting gone on here. No stun for the DK, but there's a Sprout coming out from the Furion. And he is going to be nipple fucked here. So that is unfortunate, as he is killed. But he did get his level 6 from being down there. Hasn't spent the skill point yet. And we do have a kill in Witch Doctor here, as pretty much Feed stack do pretty much the same exact play opposite on the other side of the map. And this is going to be another tier 1 tower for Feed. It looks like Action Rune is actually going to get something out of this now, though. And meanwhile, the mid lane is also being pressured in by Mr. Mateo, and he's just nipple fucking this Medusa right now. That's Darkseer cutting the wave. Gonna be having that mech available now, so we could honestly see Feed stack start to make some more coordinated pushes here. Although Action Rune's team, not the easiest thing to push into, as you have a Nature's Prophet who's either delaying the push with his creeps or on the other side of the map farming up, and you also got the Medusa ult, just making that hero a tank standing in front of the tower. And once again, Zag behind enemy lines. He is going to be spotted out. I believe this ward is no. So yeah, Feed really have good vision up right now, and they have some deep wards. They see them farming here. Yeah, I would say Feed stacks definitely got the advantage here. And this Furion quite low in net worth, and this is a hero that farms. There's questionable, and we finally see a grouping mid. We might actually see a team fight here, as Need a Hug is scouted out here, and Zag's gonna actually make it go in. The Sprout misses. He's going in onto the creeps here, so Zag making a nice little escape there. Someone get this man a Tome of Knowledge. My God, this man is level 4. Still got a nice little stack here for Action Rune, and there's Sven doing his Ancients. Got his Blink Dagger up, and he's going for the SNY now. So I could very easily see Pancakes winning some team fights here. This Tinker is strong. The Sven has Blink. He can initiate. They have Vac Wall. They have the Static Storm, and I really like this decision by Feed to group up here. And there it is. There's the initiation. Sven ulting. The Disruptor ult dropped as well, and this Medusa is going to be dead here. Although he does manage to get a stick off, getting a lot there, and there's the wall finally. He is glimpsed back, still alive. CM ulti coming in, but she is actually going to be nipple fucked. Oh my God. Just a devastating assault by this villain, man, and he makes a nice Blink Dagger there, dodge the tower. Yeah, this game's fucking over. This game is just over. It looks like Action Rune is going to be rotating some more heroes in here. We do have level 3 Paralyzing Cask up and a Death Ward available from the Arcane Boots Witch Doctor. But yeah, that Medusa almost lived there. Let's actually put on Spectator chat here. That Medusa almost lived there with the magic stick. That was he had a lot of charges on that. Whew, man. So yeah, as I was saying before that took place, I really like Feed's approach here of grouping up, realizing that they've got these team fight ultimates up. They've got the Vac, they got the wall, they got the Static Storm, they got a Blink Dagger Sven, and they can really take some fights here and nipple fuck this fucking Action Rune team. And Action Rune, they just look devastated right now. They're just standing around. Zerg's just farming up. He's going for an Orchid, and this is rather questionable shit. I should not knock Action Rune though, as they did beat my team. They did beat my team multiple times, but it looks like they finally met their match Looks like Hug's going to be going for a Blink Dagger. Coming up next, get a little bit more initiation power here. Medusa got the Dragonlance up. Finally going to go ahead and take this stack, and that's quite a good idea, as they could potentially be losing some map control here pretty soon on Action Rune, as they've already lost all their outer towers, and they've only claimed this bot tower here. So there goes Sven, about to do a nice little stack here once again. Take a look at hero levels. He's getting Orchid, Oblivion Staff, DK. Okay, and the DK actually has a Shadow Blade now. So yeah, he is going Orchid on the DK. Interesting. When did I miss a kill here? Yes. Zerg is picked off by Mr. Mateo. And this game is, we see this charge coming in from Zag. Pretty questionable charge here onto the Dragon Knight. And does Zag have detection? No detection available on Zag, so they know he has the Shadow Blade. Let's see here. And no detection on the other support either, so someone on feed stack is going to have to buy some detection here pretty soon. And meanwhile, the Spirit Breaker does have his Nether Strike. So yeah, questionable itemization coming out here from Maliflox. And once again, we see another grouping from Feed as they're looking to potentially push down mid here, with Tinker taking care of this Nature's Prophet trying to rat. There it is, onto Maliflox. Ooh, he's gonna be killed from this. As he gets ulted. Oh god. Oh my god, that was just devastated. And the supports from AR just shut down this game. My god. This looks like a whole different team from what I remember. And Action Rune are not looking good this game is. And I'm thinking about actually sending this. I'm just going to say this. He's not getting 25 this game. So yeah, the captain here, doing some questionable shit. Level 8 at 20 minutes. My god. Oh. I mean, this Disruptor is out-leveling him. My goodness. I mean, Zerg, just questionable skill build here as well. Good lord. I'm not really sure what he's trying to accomplish with this. Just TP into fights and soak up some damage, maybe with the Blade Mail. So once again, we see Action Rune continuing to scramble around the map, trying to get together some farm on their cores, but... And, you know, Maliflox is keeping up. I mean, these Gotard and Maliflox, and I don't mean to knock Action Rune at all. I mean, these are good players. They know how to farm, so the game's not over. We do see a nearly 10k net worth for Feed stack. Blink Dagger, Aether Lens now as well on the Tinker. Dragon Knight still trying to put together that Orchid here. And we see a 1 Sentry Ward on the Disruptor as well as a Smoke of Deceit. Blink Dagger now on the Darkseer. And yeah.
Take that.
I would really like to see Feed try and get another tier 2 here, as they are running down mid with 4 heroes, and I assume Tinker's going to be joining them. So, and it looks like, unfortunately, Action Rune not really in a position to defend this tower right now. They could be, but this is an Ion Shelled SNY level 16 Sven with Blink, and it looks like we are going to see possibly something going down here as Maliflox is going in. Oh, nice vacuum onto 2 there. Back wall, actually. And shit's going down here. Hotshot's going to be dropping. And they're going onto the Witch Doctor now, trying to run away. Sven getting poked at here, and Witch Doctor's going to be nipple fucked here in the back line. Or is he actually? They're diving deep for Witch Doctor here, and they get him. And it's going to be a tier 2. Possibly more, although the Sven not in good shape after that fight. He's got half health, no mana. Darkseer's low. They used all their ultimates here, so we are going to see them back, most likely. Meanwhile, Zerg just ratting. Ratting Zerg. Zerg is ratting. But he is being stalked now by Mr. Mateo. And Zerg's just going to retreat off into the woods. And there's another tier 2 picked up bottom lane for feed. And snowballing their net worth to now nearly 13,000. And Sven almost got his BKB up. Wow.
Double damage.
Yeah, pipe would be pretty good for action rune. I mean, they have a man that could farm it, but
I'll take that.
this right here, this is the man calling the shots. So it looks like the next objective that Feed might set their eyes on is this tier 2 top lane here. They're all in the area here. They've got their ultimates available. And it looks like they are going to start running down top. But meanwhile, alright, oh, there's Tinker pushing out the lane. Ooh, and it looks like Zerg's going to be feeding level 3 Treants there. And so he is going to remain undetected here. As this lead now for the stacks, the feed stack is starting to grow. It looks like Action Rune's in a little bit better position to defend this tower this time. They've got the Hurricane Pike Medusa blinked on by his Sven and stunned. And it looks like Zag is charging on the CM. Ooh, nice vac wall onto 4 there. Not really too much follow-up though, as they are diving here. That was a little bit questionable vac wall there. Looks like Need a Hug kind of pulled the trigger a little preemptively, as now they're not going to have a vac wall for this high ground push. They do have the Disruptor ulti. Sven did not commit his ult as well, but he's running low on mana. They got a couple mana boots, so I think Sven should be fine for this push. It's not the end of the world, but slight misplay from the Darkseer, and they're going to go for this high ground push potentially here. Meliflox got the Orchid up for this fight. And the Aegis is going to expire here. Looks like they still might want to go for this here, as they're bringing in the Tinker. Going to be a little bit vulnerable here, TPing in, and his creep is actually sniped. And there's an initiation here onto Zag by Meliflox. This is a nice pick here if they can get it. The vacuum wall will delay his death, but not for long, as we got Hotshot stuck here in the middle of the kinetic field. And Zerg going in on the back line here, making a nice little distraction play, as they're going to be able to take out the Darkseer with the Witch Doctor ultimate. Zerg with a nice play here. Oh my god, shit's going down here, as they lose the Disruptor here as well, and Sven might get nipple fucked here. There's a CM ulti, not getting interrupted, but BKB Sven just going to run right at them here. So they've lost 3 here, but the core is still alive here. Ooh, Villain cleaving him to death there. Good lord, now they're going to have to retreat here, as Villain is maledicted. He's taking a lot of damage here. He might go down. Oh, he's going to go down to this maledict, I believe here. One more tick and he's dead. Ooh. Ooh, he is going to go down there. Ooh, God. Wow. Goodness. Meliflox with the plays. Raffle. So, my God.
Smart money.
Well, they didn't lose the Tinker here, so he's going to farm up. He's got his Aghanims. Affected by 2 instances of sacrifice. Yeah.
I'll take that.
About to say something here. Ooh, Disruptor nipple fucked. Picked off by the Meliflox here. And, wait a minute, is Zerg still? Okay. making a little comment here about Zerg. Is they're gonna get some space for Zagna to farm up his Black King dog shit. So finally we saw a little team fight. Sven ulti committed here, going on to Zerg, and ooh, he's not gonna live through this. Ooh, there's the Sprout. Oh god, okay, they dropped the Disruptor ult. 10 seed for Radiant. Okay, so apparently Radiant's not really a top team here, but they are certainly playing with it. I'm actually gonna check out Maliflox here a little bit. Check out his farming patterns. So both teams kind of trading a pick off here. And yeah, I don't know, this game, it's still anybody's game, honestly. It's an uphill battle from Action Rune, though. So pretty much just a waiting game until the next Roche comes up, which is pretty soon here. It's going to be up in less than a minute. And there's double damage here as well. Wow. Level 11 on this. Oh my god, level 11 on this. This Nature's Prophet. Still, this Witch Doctor didn't even take the XP gain talent. He's already 2 levels ahead of the Furion. So yeah, Zerg just completely shut down this game, and this Roche is going to be up in 10 seconds. Unfortunate for Feed there that they didn't see that the Roche was going to be up. So once again, Action Rune just playing defensively here. As the Medusa is working towards the Scotty. And it looks like Feed is going to go for a smoke here. The Roshan is available, but they might just be able to get a pick off. Ooh, the Medusa here. They got vision of her. Oh god, no stun there from Feed. And there it is. Oh, he's actually trying to go in on somebody else here. The Witch Doctor they've caught out here is being stalked by the Sven. Meanwhile, Darkseer getting nipple fucked here, although they dropped the ulti on him, the Disruptor ulti. He's going to be able to contain a couple heroes on the Dire here, and there's a wall as the Sven gets stunned up here. And so far both the supports for Action are picked off here, and now they're going on to Zerg. Oh god, he's going to be nipple fucked. And so that's going to be a bunch of pickoffs here. Let's see what they do here. I mean, I think they should just go straight to Roche. So Feed kind of running around in circles here, not really sure. It looks like they're going to try for a top lane push. I figure, why not? This could go bad, though. This could go bad. They don't have any of their ultimates, and Maliflox is sitting right here. Invis. Ooh, he's going to get... Oh, he's going on to this fucking... Oh, God. Oh, he's getting actually going on here. Two-man vacuum. And he's going to be healed up with the Greaves there, so... Yeah... I think Action Rune just cannot hold off this push. They got the Marching Machines. They just don't have enough wave clear. Medusa can't get close. No ultimate. Low mana. Has to heal up. Maliflox shining up. Everybody's reviving now. And Feed is going to smartly back away. And there goes Zerg ratting the bot lane. And so the Roshan going to be almost certainly claimed here by the Feed stack. Unless Action Rune can do something about this. Nice sentry taken out there by Hotshot. And they do have a Tinker Ward here placed, the Dire do. Could pay dividends here, although the ward's already a quarter of the way expired, and looks like Feed is going to get the Roche here, although Action Rune sitting closely here, and they don't have any sentries outside the pit here. Maliflox is free to just walk into the pit. This Roche is almost dead, though, so, and it's getting pinged out by a player, but yeah, they're not going to be able to contest. Unfortunate. And they give the Aegis to Spearbreaker. SB Aegis here. Pretty questionable. We're going to see what the caster thinks about this. Aegis Spearbreaker.
I'll actually die in real life right now on stream for view. As they say. Still, base hasn't been broken yet. They have got some serious damage on this tier 3 though.
You're not wrong.
Ooh, Tinker Wards. Nice. I respect that. Always a fan of Tinker Wards. Medusa has a complete Scotty. I missed that, but she's got that now.
Okay, and Maliflox also has BKB, so gotta give it to Action Rune for staying in this game. They're doing a really good job. The supports are getting picked off, but Medusa once again far forward for farming here. I'm not really sure what the plan is with this Aegis Spirit Breaker. As we see once again, Meliflock's actually looking to potentially pick off Tinker here. And that Orchid could get the job done though, although he might have to deal with the mischance. But his team might actually just get gone on. There's a 2-man vacuum. The wall is committed and they ult the Witch Doctor here. The Medusa ult coming out here. Static Storm dropped to ensure the Witch Doctor kill, so Gloom's back on the Medusa. There's a Sven stun. Oh god. Witch Doctor buyback there. Sven is sprouted up here and he's gonna be... Oh, Meliflock's going in here onto the Spear Breaker. That man has Aegis though. Oh god, Meliflock's gonna be fucking killed here. As the Witch Doctor ulti drops. Alright, they're repelling them. But they have Meliflock's dead for a minute with no buyback. Sven is low mana though. He does have a cheese though, so this Sven might jump back in here. No ulti for him though. He's got that Quelling Blade, thank god. In case he gets sprouted, which you know he will. I'm getting hungry here. What the fuck? I just fucking ate. So it looks like they're going to wait for Meliflox to respawn before they try and push high ground here. And here they go. Blink onto the Dusa. Stunned. Cask coming out here. Ooh, there's a nice 3-man vacuum. And looks like Zamalzi's is going to be nipple fucked here as they also take out the Furion. Ooh, and Zamalzi's actually... Ooh. Yeah, that's 4 dead now for Action Rune. And this Medusa is the only thing holding the base. She does have her ultimate in 5, and she is a formidable target here. And the Aegis on the Spear Breaker did go down. And it looks like Spear Breaker might go down here. Got that passive Midas here. Ooh! Disruptor going forward, and oh, 2-man Sven stun. Disruptor's gonna go down here, but there's a vacuum back onto Gotard. He pulls his ulti. Oof, 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 oof. Villain actually getting kited here. They're just attacking him inside the base, and they're just gonna retreat. My oh my. Ah. Yeah. There goes Zerg. Is this actually going to be it? Is Action Rune actually eliminated in things? Let me actually, maybe I'll just ask, is AR out if they lose? Try and figure out here what's going on. So we see Action Rune now posturing in mid lane. They're going to use Zerg to push out this top lane while the rest of their heroes farm up. Once again, a nice little sentry taken out there by Hotshot. Meanwhile, Gotard is left alone in the spot lane. But not for long, as he backs off. And this Witch Doctor we see with quite a bit of HP on him now. 1700. And a Lotus Orb now on the Spear Breaker, very nice. Shiva's Guard on the Disruptor. And now Hex as well, that's big. Hex on the Tinker. Let's see what else we got here. Is the completed AC on the Sven, and he's got his Daedalus queued up. Yeah, standard 4-staff on Disruptor here. Medusa's going into the fucking Monkey King barn. And it looks like Meliflox will be looking to finish off his Bloodthorn next. As we can see, the cores for Action Rune falling clear behind. This is now a 20k net worth. Ugh. God, this game's fucking boring, dude. Alright, so finally we see a smoke play coming out here from Feed Stack, and oh, this Medusa is in trouble here. Oh god. Yeah, he's dead. There's not going to be any way to save him. He's tanking a lot, but yeah, he's got no buyback. It's GG. Yeah, so the game is over. No buyback on Medusa. The game is over. Glyph of Fortification will only hold them off for so long, and this Sven is chunky. The fucking buildings, my god. Darkseer going in, pretty suicidal play right there, just trying to make space for his team to hit the racks. Oh man. Took out Zerg there. Finally got his Orchid, but useless. Is GG here. Tinker sitting in base. Coming back in now. Where's he at? There he is. Alright, we could look for Meliflox to make a play here. He's going for the Tinker here. Doing some decent damage, but he's hexed up. Shrine will keep him alive, but the supports in the backline are just getting titty fucked, and Meliflox just left alone, and now he's going to be titty fucked himself. So it's GG. And pretty boring ass game.